Hey, I hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to hop up here for a quick message. What if you don't have to kill the past version of yourself? I know I thought that I had to do that for a while. Kill the past version of myself because she couldn't come with me to where I was trying to go into the future. But what I have found is that I wouldn't be where I am today without her. No matter where we are, we're exactly where we're meant to be in this present moment, good or bad. And every second of every moment of every day led up to this exact moment in time in our present reality that has made you exactly who you are, has shaped you, and the person that you are sitting in front of me here right now. So what if we don't kill the past version of ourselves, but we give them a new job to do, you know? If the past version of myself is based out of complete and utter survival and mistrust and betrayal, we can free up that energy so that it doesn't take space in our mind anymore, and we can actually put it to good use. That's where this inner alchemy comes really in handy, shining a light of awareness on the potentiality to transmute the past energies that drove us forward in life, to transmute that into light, to transmute it into something that is conducive to trying to get to where we're trying to go in the future. You know, whatever future version of ourselves that we desire to tap into, obviously that's, you know, the one that we want to lead. For me, of course, the old survival patterns do arise sometimes, but once you're aware of it, it's more of an observation. You're observing the feelings coming to the surface instead of being inside of them, inside of the storm, all consumed, frozen, unable to move, or making impulsive choices. Like, that's all side effects that the old version is grabbing the steering wheel and trying to yank us off the road. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really just wanted to share this message. I will be getting more in depth, especially with the inner alchemy. It's deep. Our psyche is a very, very layered construct. We can't see it with our eyes, so we don't understand, but the depths of our mind is endless. It goes on forever. We can tap into any energy. We can tap into anything. That's why they say be careful, you know, because you do need to use discernment. If you don't have discernment, you level it up. How do you level it up? Start watching your thoughts. And as a result of watching your thoughts, I recommend getting a notebook. You know, if a thought comes to mind and it catches your attention and you're like, write that thought down. And then kind of ponder and think about where it came from. And then, you know, something that Jung did often, go into a dialogue with the part of you, the part in your unconscious that is having the thought. Where's the thought originating from? It's like the most epic scavenger hunt I have ever been on in my life. If you know, you know. And if you don't, I welcome you to start learning about this active imagination in a safe way. It is not recommended to try to do Carl Jung's active imagination as a solo mission. That is not recommended. Even Carl Jung stresses that, you know, you can get lost in the depths. The unconscious is like a siren singing. She can pull your ship off course and have you crash into the rocks and have you believing like you know, that this was meant to happen. But the unconscious, I mean, that's where our whole everything comes from. That's where everything comes from. I think when we're born consciously, we are tabula rasa. We are a blank slate when we're born on a conscious level. But unconsciously, there's an entire universe that exists from at least the moment that we're born. We're not getting into the whole like born and when souls enter the body. That's not what this is about. This is about inner work and shadow work and inner alchemy and taking control back over your mind. And maybe not control, but to be an active participant in your own life instead of being driven by unconscious forces, which is what most of us suffer from. Reactions are being driven by an unconscious force. And we can consciously justify that, but that's just another story. What is the origin of the thought? Can you question it? Can you dissect it? How does it make you feel? These are all really good questions to start asking. And let me clarify, I'll probably clarify this a million times, over the course of making my videos, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. That is the complete and utter opposite of what I am trying to do here. I'm trying to share information. I am trying to share what I have learned just in case you are on the same trajectory or a similar trajectory with the same active archetypes in your psyche. I want to help share this information because there is a lot of misinformation about Carl Jung going around and the shadow. You got to do your own research and fact check your research and fact check the things that you think you're certain of, because we live in a time where anyone can make anything sound like it's the truth. Especially, with AI, but we won't get into all of that. AI can be a powerful tool if you need to know how to, navigate through Excel. It's a good tool that is an extension of instructions on how do I, use this program on my computer? How do I use DaVinci Resolve to cut and edit videos? It's just the human mind is what makes things perceived to be good or evil. And that all comes from the unconscious driving forces, or from the driving forces that are born in our unconscious. And it is possible to become an active participant in your life. And if you are on this alchemical path, you will find yourself an active participant in your life. And you will watch your life change, and you will watch yourself shed layers that you thought were you, that you realize, oh my gosh, these are just expectations or conditions that were set upon me by, someone when I was a baby, someone when I was a teenager. If we're able to be easily influenced by those around us, which we are, that's part of our evolutionary makeup. That's how we survived before there was language. You know what I mean? Oh, that guy's going hunting. Let's all go hunting with him. Oh my gosh, we bring back food for our people. It's all tied together. And I hope I'm not jumping around all over the place here. We're at 9 minutes now. I'm going to cut off for real this time, because I know in a couple of the other videos I was like, we're going to sign off. And then my brain was like, beep, boop, beep. So yeah, we're going to sign off now. We will do some teaching videos for anyone that's interested. But again, I'm not here to influence you. I want you to influence yourself. I want you to become aware of the fact that you can be the sole influencer in your life. And once you attain that state, nothing and no one external to you will be able to throw you off kilter. You will see through people before they have a chance to manipulate you. You will observe the red flags and be able to make executive-led decisions on how you want to proceed with that particular individual. And you'll also have a greater appreciation for the peaceful, quiet inner moments that arise as a direct result of settling the war in the psyche. Okay? It's a lot. This is a very deep subject and people do not give enough credit to it. That's why Big Pharma is making so much money, because they're like, take this medicine and we can completely block off your care to even understand your mind. Like, I get it. And they're making so much money. Why would they tell you to look within? Why would they encourage you to do the inner work so that you could heal without medication? And I'm not against medication. Let me say that for the record. Okay, I'm done. We're not talking anymore. We're letting it go. I love you guys. You're important. You matter. And I love you. Have a beautiful day.